Justice League 23.2, aka Lobo, written by Marguerite Bennett, art by Ben Oliver. I thought I had more time before I had to deal with this character. I thought I wasn't going to have to deal with him for months, but we're here now, so I'm just not going to give you any more context, and I'm going to read to you directly what the first two caption boxes are on this page. They are, you think you know me, screw you. That's it. So, we're introduced to new Lobo, new 52 Lobo, and he is a more sleek, stylish looking design. He's currently sharing a drink with a bunch of random people at this bar. He's a person. He's doing things. Regardless, he's at this bar and he's waiting for this singer to come on. And when the singer's finally announced, he's like, freaking finally. And he jumps over the crowd and he's like, hey, everybody. Turns out this guy's got 50,000 creds on his head as like a bounty for murder and extortion. So I'll be taking him, thank you. And he chops off the guy's head. And another thing that he keeps saying, he has like 7 catchphrases that he keeps bringing up. This one is, you don't know me, you don't know anything. And then immediately followed by, sorry, not sorry. That's his big one, is sorry, not sorry. So we see 12 hours later, he's delivering this thing, the guy that he meant to kill, or meant to bring into this bar. And he goes up to the person, it's just like, oh, hey, yeah, no, thanks for that. And Lobo's like, oh, if you don't need the head, I'd love to use it as a hood ornament. And it's like, yeah, totally. Anyway, Lobo, main man, have I got a mission for you? And basically says, we just want you to deliver some cargo. That's all you got to do. No hunting down anybody. But if you do, we finally have the information you've been looking for. And Lobo's like, give it to me. I need that info. And the guy says, cargo first, then we'll give it to you. So Lobo says, yeah, done. Hops on the cargo ship, starts sending it through space. Apparently this is the bad side of space where a bunch of people go and attack them. And he's like, yeah, this is an easy trick. No problem. So he gets attacked by some random ship. It starts knocking him out of the air and apparently knocks off his hood ornament, which he's super pissed about. So the ship ends up getting hit. It collides down onto this planet. He looks to see who is it that's attacking him, and he's like, oh, these guys are stupid. They couldn't possibly stand in a fight against me, and I don't think they knew it was me to begin with. So they jump out, they start attacking Lobo, and he just immediately slices all of them up. And he's like, yeah. When I was doing that earlier job, when I had all that suave, debonair stuff, that was me being a professional. But this is who I am in actuality. And he keeps on slicing through them, just crazy bad. He does get hit a few times, but he explains he's a Zarnian. He's able to heal very quickly. And as he sees that his ship cracked, he's like, all right, well, whatever they were after for in my cargo bay, I want to see what it is. So he cracks open the cargo bay and he sees it's actually full of people. And these aliens, they stumble out and they're like, oh, thank God you let us free. They were going to sell us because our bones are worth so much money. They're super rare minerals in them, but you've set us free. Thank you so much. And he's like, yeah, not a problem. Here, let me help you up. And Lobo helps him to his feet and he's like, cool. Get back in the ship. He's like, what? Get back in the ship. And so he forces them all back in there and says like, yeah, well, that's the job. I don't know what you want me to say about it. Sorry, not sorry. So we see him reaching the trade junction. He sends off all the people and he's like, they're screaming out for God to save them and stuff like that. And Lobo's like, I hate this part. Paperwork. So he ends up filling out the paperwork. He gets paid with the information that the woman had. And turns out that he is claiming that he's the one who killed all of the Zarnians. He murdered the whole planet, but one Zarnian managed to escape and has since been outrunning him. And that Zarnian is also seemingly using Lobo's name and his reputation to, gain favor. So it turns out that the retcon is the Lobo that we're familiar with is not Lobo, it's some other guy. And this is the real Lobo, who's now got his location saying that he is on Earth and he is going out to get him. So once again, he says all of his things. You think you know me, you don't know me, you haven't even met me. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. I want to keep this brief because there's an entire Lobo series that we will eventually get to on this show, and I will have many things to say at that point, I'm sure. But from what I know of New Lobo, the thing is that old Lobo was meant to parody the 90s and all the tropes that were big in the 90s of like super violent, super brutal, all that sort of stuff. This guy, New Lobo, seems like he's supposed to be a parody of like modern age comics of the 2010s and onwards. But the issue being is that we hadn't, like, they aren't as defined, if that makes any sense. We don't have clear things we can point to and say, oh, that's so 2010s in comics. Like, they're a lot more nebulous than that. So when you make this character that's supposed to be a parody of that, he just comes off as a member of the group, you know? It's not as blatant or overt as Lobo was. Add on top of that these catchphrases. Oh my God. It's a short comic. Like, it's very, very cut and dry. I was almost done halfway through. Like, the sorry, not sorry, oh, I want to punch him. But that's kind of the point, I think. So do I think it is a poorly written comic? No. Do I like the idea of there being another Lobo? Yeah, kinda. It's not an awful idea, but I just think execution here, like saying that this guy we've been attached to all this time is just a fake, has that ever worked in any fiction, in any medium at all? Has it ever worked to say, actually, the guy you think you know is not the one you know because I'm the real one of him and I will replace him? I can't think of a time, but please let me know. Overall, I'm going to give this one I'll give it a 6. But that's mainly because I really like the art style, and I think the concept had some, like, possibility to it. But it is definitely not thought out well enough, especially with how it would backlash with fans of Lobo that we've come to know. So, yeah, 6.